What is up, Cage Nation? It is Kevin Jackowitz here with the Caged Review, and this is going to be a special edition of the Rock Review because it's a little bit different. I'm not reviewing a song per se, I'm reviewing a concert that I just went to. And as you can see, my hair is a mess, I need to shave, I've just been super busy with things. But that's alright, it's been a good busy, so not to complain, for sure. So I went to Orlando, the Hard Rock Live, stayed at the Hard Rock Hotel. Very, very, very cool. If you've never been there, I highly suggest that you do. So this concert is 4 bands. It's Dead, D-E-D, New Year's Day, P.O.D, and In This Moment. And I'm going to do this post a little bit differently because I made a post explaining that I have 2 strikes now on my channel, and one of those is because I put a video of a band that I went through the YouTube page that says whether you can use the videos or not, and it said it was okay, and I got the strike anyway. And there's really not much you can do about that because it even says on the page they have the right to change their mind at any time. So with strikes, I'm not doing any rock review videos until it's gone, and so that's going to be April, so I have 2 months before I start doing the rock review again. I'll be reviewing concerts and things like that, but I'm not going to be posting any videos. What I am going to do is I'm going to be posting everything to Facebook. I've got a bunch of pictures and video of these bands, so if you want to see, feel free to hit the link on my Facebook account. I'm not trying to plug my Facebook, it's just how I have to do it until I am comfortable enough knowing that I'm not going to lose my channel. I'm not going to risk it. So the first band that comes on is Dead, D-E-D, and I didn't know what to expect from these guys. I've never heard their music before, I'd never seen them live, so this was kind of a blank slate thing, and they come on, and the first song, the double bass on the drums is just going crazy. Really good aggressive songs, pretty good energy on stage, and for an opening act they did exactly what any opening act should do, which is get the crowd pumped and get them ready for everybody that's going to follow. And I really like the stage presence of the lead singer. He was really, really pretty cool. And for live music, I think I like them live more than I do their songs on the albums. I actually came home and checked them out, and I mean, their songs are alright, I guess, but I would lean more towards something else. But live, they were actually really cool, so there is something to be said for that. So the follow-up band is New Year's Day, and this has got a chick lead singer, and very good vocals. This band definitely better than Dead, and Dead was good. So just this concert kept progressively getting better and better. This was a band that I checked out on YouTube a couple of times in the past, so I kind of knew what I was getting into. I knew I was gonna like their music, and the guitarist and the bassist, they come out with like black face paint over half their face, and they had this cool little like I don't want to say zombie gimmick, but something zombie-esque. And the lead singer was like the only somewhat normal one out of the group, but very, 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 very cool band. It's somebody that they've grabbed my attention enough to where I'm definitely going to check them out more. I'm not entirely familiar with their music yet. Heard a few songs up until the concert. In the concert, there wasn't any songs that I didn't like. So New Year's Day is definitely a band I'm going to be checking out more. That leads into P.O.D. And P.O.D, obviously, I'm very familiar with. I'm sure most people are very familiar with P.O.D. If you listen to rock, I mean, they were huge for a while. And they did a lot of their newer stuff mixed with the more familiar songs like Alive and Youth of a Nation, and I think they actually closed out with Youth of a Nation, which was pretty cool. And I love how the lead singer always gets down and he actually gets into the crowd and sings with the crowd, and it's just like this big family vibe. And I think that's really, really cool. And I love how P.O.D does their shows, and they've always got a lot of energy. And even now that he's getting a little bit of pudge in the middle, it happens as you get older, and he's still got a lot of energy, and really, really great shows. And I'd seen P.O.D at 98 Rockfest a couple of years ago. They were on an outside stage, so now I've seen them outside and inside. So pretty cool. Very, very, very cool show. I actually got like a pretty long video clip of Youth of a Nation. I think I got like the entire song in there, and that's on Facebook, on my Facebook page. So like I said, if you want to see the videos, feel free to check it out. I'm not trying to plug, it's just how I have to do it for now, because I'm just not going to post anything on YouTube that could give me a possible strike. Not going to happen. Not worth risking my channel over. And the last band, of course, is In This Moment. And I saw In This Moment at Mayhem Fest, and I want to say 2012 maybe. It was before they had the little theatrical gimmick that Maria Brink had come up with. And, it was just kind of like the dawn of her little theatrical performance. So I was very interested to see her on stage doing this kind of theatrics. And she comes out, first song she does was Blood, very, very cool. Does a couple of songs, and then they bring out a piano, and Maria sits down, and the poor girl, she could barely talk. She had the flu. She was telling everybody about it, and how her temperature's like, super high, 100 and something. And, she felt like shit, and she actually had to cut some of the songs because she couldn't sing them because of her voice. And you wouldn't have even known anything was wrong until she told you. I mean, she come out, she could barely talk, but she could still sing her ass off. So I loved that. I loved that she was still so devoted to this, and respected that the fans had, bought their tickets and wanted to see her, and still came out feeling probably like absolute dog shit and put on a great show. And as a fan, I'm like, you know what, that is cool. That is very cool to see a band and a lead singer being very humble and gracious, knowing that the fans are the cause of her success, and that she didn't want to let anybody down. And as a fan, I appreciate the hell out of that. And Maria Brink, thank you. That's just a class act all the way around. It really is. And there have been 3 bands that have really shown me how much of a class act they are. One being Megadeth. Dave Mustaine had broken his arm the night before and come out on stage, his arm's in a cast, and he still played. Shinedown, their last set, some idiot turned the volume up higher than they should, and when the dude hit the guitar, everything blew. And so they had some backup speakers, and they did an acoustic sit, and they were very cool. And now Maria Brink with this just shows that, she understands what it's all about, and that to me is awesome. So they did a lot of songs that you would expect: Burn, Roots, of course Blood, Horror. And I mean, I honestly think that you wouldn't have been able to tell if she hadn't said anything about her flu. And every time she talked, of course, it was immediately obvious that, okay, there's something wrong with her. So I just loved that. I really did. And they closed out the show with Horror, and she has the big cap on, of course, and the theatrical bit, and just explaining how when she was a girl, everybody used to say that she'd never amount to anything, and she was trash and blah blah blah. And look at her now, essentially, and she's like, I hope this can be an inspiration to people, to be who you are and to not listen to everybody else's hate. And if you do listen to their hate, use it as a fuel to motivate yourself into something better. So it's a very cool speech and a very cool message at the end. So honestly, I felt really bad for her, more than I would us as fans being in the concert. There were a couple of songs I would have liked to have heard that she clearly could not do. Beautiful Tragedy being one of them. They had to cut that, I'm sure. And you know, I mean, how can I complain, because she still got out there and she still rocked the house. I will say that if I ever get the chance to see her again when she's healthy, I will absolutely be there. A, because she's earned my respect, but B, because I want to see the show when she's not feeling terrible. You know, I'm a firm believer that you support the bands that you love. And in supporting them, you know, you go to buy tickets and you go to their shows, you know. I don't want to cheapskate my favorites, whether it be movies, music, whatever, you know. I believe in supporting. So, the fact that they make me want to go see them again says a lot about the show. It was a really good time all the way around. It was just such a great time. We got a lot of pictures of Orlando throughout the city. And all the bands, they went to the back after their sets, and you know, you could go take pictures with the bands and stuff. So I mean, it was a great time. Very, very, very class act. So ladies and gentlemen, that is my review of In This Moment at the Hard Rock Live, Orlando, Florida. Really just an amazing show. And like I said, I can't post anything here. So if you want to check it out, feel free to check out my Facebook. It's on the icons at the head of my page. Feel free. So ladies and gentlemen, if you like this, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and share. My name is Kevin Jack with the Cage Review. This has been the Rock Review. Cage Nation out.